Hello and welcome to My L Shoes. I feel really happy to have you here with me today because this video is a try-on haul featuring a pair of white strappy stiletto heels that instantly look charming and elegant. The design is simple yet delicate, with slim straps that frame the foot in a graceful way, and an ankle strap that carries a small bow detail, which adds a feminine touch. The tall heel rises with a sleek and classic line, and the bright white color makes the shoes stand out with freshness. Just by looking at them in the box, they give off a light and stylish feeling that makes me curious about their personality. I always find white heels interesting because they bring a sense of purity, and at the same time, they can feel bold because every step becomes more noticeable. My first impressions are that this pair looks both delicate and steady, and the bow is the kind of detail that softens the entire look without making it childish. The straps appear neat, and the heel has a clean finish that shows attention to design. I like how the overall style suggests elegance without going too far into extravagance. With this haul, I want to share every detail I notice and give you my honest thoughts about the quality, the balance, and the general feel of these heels. White stilettos can sometimes be demanding, but when they are well designed, they create a very unique charm. So stay with me as we begin this haul, because discovering new shoes always brings excitement, and every pair tells a different little story. When I take a closer look at these white strappy stilettos, the first thing that captures my attention is the brightness of the color, because pure white in a heel has a way of standing out even before you notice the shape. The straps are slim and clean, and they create a delicate outline over the foot, which gives an impression of elegance and simplicity at the same time. The ankle strap has that little bow that immediately changes the mood of the shoe, because without it, the style would be very minimal and almost plain. But with the bow, it feels playful, charming, and soft. The heel itself is tall and slender, with a line that rises smoothly from the sole and creates a classic silhouette. I like that the designers kept the shape refined instead of going for something exaggerated, because it makes the shoe timeless. Just from the first impression, I sense that this is the kind of heel that can easily attract attention without needing sparkle or extra decoration, because the clean color and feminine detail are strong enough on their own. As I reflect more on the details, I notice how important the placement of the straps really is. A narrow front strap can sometimes press against the toes and cause discomfort, but in this pair, the edges look smooth and neat, which gives me hope that they will not be harsh. The ankle strap feels like the anchor of the shoe, and the bow attached to it makes the whole design more romantic. I also pay attention to the insole, because it seems lightly cushioned, and that can make a world of difference when wearing stilettos for more than a short time. Without some softness, stilettos quickly turn uncomfortable, but here I sense a little padding that may provide relief. Another thing I enjoy checking is the balance of the heel and how it connects to the sole, because if the heel is not well attached, even the prettiest shoe becomes unstable. Thinking about white heels in general, I always find them fascinating because they are not the most common choice. Many people reach for black or nude because they feel safe and versatile, but white has a charm of its own that makes it special. A white heel has the power to brighten a look, and it carries a sense of freshness that darker shades cannot deliver. The challenge is that they demand more care, because every mark, every scratch, and every little stain becomes visible very quickly. For some people, that is a reason to avoid them, but for others like me, that extra effort is worth it because the result is something striking and elegant. Strappy designs in white are especially beautiful because the straps allow the color to contrast against the skin in a delicate way. It feels airy, light, and feminine, and at the same time bold because it dares to be bright. Adding a bow to that combination makes the design less generic and gives it personality, so it does not feel like just another pair of strappy stilettos, but something with its own character. From my experience with stilettos with thin straps, I know they can sometimes feel unsteady if the proportions are not correct. A heel that is too thin without proper support under the arch can make every step feel risky. After spending time reflecting on these white strappy stilettos, my
AI.
final impression is that they are a pair that balances charm with elegance in a very personal way. The slim straps give the shoe a graceful outline, and the bow at the ankle adds just the right amount of softness, so the design does not feel cold or too strict. The heel is tall and slender, but it carries a classic line that never goes out of style. And that is something I always value, because it means you can enjoy them for a long time without feeling outdated. The white color is a bold choice because it demands attention, and it shows marks more easily, but at the same time it creates brightness and freshness that darker shades cannot achieve. They are not the most practical shoes in the world, because white needs more care, and the delicate straps may not suit every situation, but they have a unique character that makes them special. What I appreciate most is that the details like the stitching, the finish of the edges, and the little bow make the shoe feel more personal and less generic. It is rare to find stilettos that look delicate and still manage to give the impression of being steady. And that mix is what makes this haul satisfying. So my honest conclusion is that these white strappy stilettos with bows are not perfect, but they are memorable, and that in itself is valuable. They may require extra care to keep them in good condition, and they may not be the most comfortable choice for very long hours, but they deliver style lightness and a playful personality that makes them stand out. Shoes always tell a story, and this pair speaks of brightness, charm, and a touch of romance. I am happy I had the chance to share them with you. And now, I would love to hear your opinion, so please let me know in the comments what you think about them. If you enjoyed this haul, do not forget to give the video a like and subscribe, because that simple support helps me continue creating new try-ons with different designs. Every view, every like, and every comment means a lot and keeps this channel growing. Thank you so much for being here today, and I truly hope to see you again very soon in the next video, right here on My Elle Shoes.